Hello my friends and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hello and welcome to all of my returning subscribers and to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really lovely to have you here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet and are watching, please do consider subscribing because I have lots of other videos for you to check out, so please do, and I post every day. So today is the 15th of May 2022. There is a lot of stuff going on. It's a Sunday, but we do also have the lunar eclipse, which is happening in Scorpio, that is taking place today. Has probably already taken place for some of you. And is in the process of happening. And that is the overarching energy that is taking place. We do also have the Sun in Taurus, which is squaring Saturn in Aquarius. Now, also with this eclipse, this energy wants us to connect to the collective while realizing our greatest dreams and asking us to consider what it is exactly that we could offer other people, what could you offer that would benefit as many people as possible? Who could you represent within your community that would have an impact even outside of the community? So it's all about placing your intentions in a space which is going to enrich not only yourself, but is going to impact more people around you. It's about having those considerations. I think something as simple as a piece of rubbish that you throw on a walk and it doesn't fall into the bin. I know that's a really simple example, but that's the first thing that came into my head. And that piece of rubbish may just float off and just be in a place and do something to an animal or something, or do something with it to the ecosystem that could have great impact. So just small, that's how much influence and impact that you can have by considering the actions that you make on a day-to-day basis. I know that sounds like quite a banal example, but I think it's important, and every little helps in that respect. Even if you don't think that you have as much influence as you think you do, you actually do. So then we've also got Sun in Taurus sextiling Neptune in Pisces. And I mean, it's really interesting about this because I use the astrological diary to kind of help prompt me with these transits, because I'm not as astrologically aware or averse. Basically, I'm not as I'm still learning basically. And what's really interesting here, it says, Sun in Taurus is sextiling Neptune in Pisces. Play your favorite music and surrender. And today, I'm recording this a little bit late because unfortunately I deleted the original that I was uploading. And also I had some plans that I had to take care of initially. So I had to do that first and then come back and do this a little bit later. But I've been listening to old songs that I have not listened to for about 10 years. That gave me a lot of joy in my later 20s, and it was just really interesting, really interesting to have this transit and this say that to me now. So get some of your favorite music on and take a note of how it's gonna affect you, how it's doing its thing, how it's affecting you, maybe how it feels as well. And I've just remembered something actually. Molly McCord mentions something about this transit of the full moon total eclipse in Scorpio affecting you and how you were doing it in 2003. And that music that I was listening to today was resonating, was from that time. So if you can't remember what you were doing at that time, then maybe that's also a way of being able to connect to what you were doing at that time. I don't know, that's an interesting memory recall technique, which may be very interesting. And then, as I said, we've got this overall energy of the full moon total eclipse, the lunar eclipse. Now, you know, old patterns, old behaviors, old things are going to come and revisit. They're going to say hi again. They're going to wonder why you're not the person you are who wants to indulge in them again. I think when we see the two pathways, we see the pathway of where we were and how we were acting in that sense, and where we are now, and when we get that sense again, and we get those patterns coming up again, we realize how different we are as people, and how much we've grown. So I just want you to think about that for today. Also, any patterns that you want to let go of, think about the patterns that you do want to manifest. Think about the things the ways that you do want to behave now. Rather than the things that you want to get rid of, because anything that you cast away during this full moon will amplify. So you don't really want to amplify, you don't want to cast it away, you want to manifest really at this time. You want to manifest how much you've grown, you want to capitalize on that, you want to maximize that sense. Anyway, my friends, there's a lot to say because the energy is strong. But as you can see, like, my shuffling skills just went up the creek, so I just had to go with my traditional way of shuffling, which is the way I used to shuffle. And back in like 2003. And we'll get on with today's reading. Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? I'm reading with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Okay, I think that's too many. Yeah. I'm reading with the Ethereal Visions Tarot, and I will be clarifying with the Witch's Oracle. We've had these cards before. I remember these exact same cards coming up. Magician reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed. Seven of Pentacles is a recurring theme. Six of Cups, wow. Reversed. I'm feeling nostalgic. I'm feeling like I've seen this before. Oof, Ten of Swords. Wow. Scorpionic energy. The other reading was so much lighter than this. Wow. Okay, I was considering whether or not to read it or not, but I'm deciding to. Okay, so it's interesting because we had this exact same card, which is a card that comes with the deck. It's called the Arise, and it was reversed. We have the Magician reversed. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Cups reversed. We have the King of Cups reversed, and we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Bottom of the deck energy is the Three of Wands reversed. Okay, so wow, this is an intense reading. The first thing that comes to mind is just desserts. Just desserts. People who have not been doing what they are supposed to be doing, not interacting in the way that they're supposed to be interacting, not behaving in the way that they're supposed to behave. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about people who are just not being very good to others. I get a strong sense of karma here as well. Very manipulative behavior that's going on here. Actually, the last time I think that this came up was with the Golden Thread Tarot, because I remember these cards being black and gold, so I think that's what it was. I think so, but it's really interesting. What I am getting here is that I always feel like justice is the ultimate law. So whatever will happen will happen. This was a really toxic situation. Really toxic. A load of toxic people looking to basically oust certain people, to get rid of them. It's interesting because do remember I am tapping into collective energy. This may not resonate with all of you, but thank you to those of you who continue to watch. But this is quite a dark situation, and there are many forces that are at play here. We've got 3 major players here that are just, they are not going to succeed in whatever manipulation game that they're playing. They are trying to create something. I don't know. I just get the sense of some kind of doing things behind someone's back. So it could even be piggybacking one idea off of someone else. So, for example, it could be a group of people that work for one particular person or work for a company, and they've decided to start up their own thing, start up their own company, but actually it's very cowboy, if that makes any sense. So it's not legit at all. And not only that, the way that they're going about it is very, very manipulative. I don't know if this is, initially I did get 3 energies, but now it could also be these 2. It could be the influence. It could be the magician reversed influence over the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. The Queen of Wands is the manifester, the master, the mistress manifester. She and the magician are pretty similar, in a way of a lesser form. She's like the female version of the magician. The magician is the male and female imbalance. This is more female energy inclined. So, and also fire as well. So there's something that's going on, and then you've also got a King of Cups here as well, who's very emotionally stable. Very emotionally stable. Well, actually is supposed to be, and is giving the appearance of, but they're not at all. They also might, I don't know, I'm seeing drugs here. I'm seeing drink and drugs here. I'm seeing like narcotics or any kind of like, I'm seeing drink. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm seeing drink. And they tried to go away and do some kind of business deal or something. And with this card definitely tells me that. Like they tried to do something. And even with the fact that he's writing here, it was such a different context in the other reading. It's crazy. But yeah, like it was, they're making plans about something and they can see this. But can you see it's like castles in the air? These cards are really light, so I hope you can see them. But yeah, this is like castles in the air, and everything's in the air. There's no like foundation here, so it's all BS. It's all talk basically. And they're piggybacking off of a situation which they believed was a bad situation before. But actually what the truth is that they got their just desserts. They got their just desserts. Yeah. I'm just going to pull one more. Wow, King of Swords reversed as well. Seems like a very unwholesome situation. But now it makes sense. I think maybe these 2 were moving away from this person, because it would give me the reasoning as to why they moved away. You know, why they are being the way that they are. And it seems to me like they're almost like running the show, but this character is like quite dictatorial. And what's really interesting is that I can see the embodiment of the Emperor reversed energy, because I've got two kings here, and Magician reversed as well. So you've got the charm offensive here. That's happening within this situation. But it seems like, what is it that saying? Is it one bad apple rots the barrel or something like that? So it's like one thing leads to, like, if you can see, and you might see this in a situation, you might be like, oh my gosh, that's actually what happened. Like, one person started off in a company or something, and I'm seeing a company, but it could be family. This could be family. Very much. But yeah, it's that whole thing of like, well, there's one person that's within a situation, and then they kind of attract like the same kind of vibration to them, and then it just all goes to pot. So that's what I'm feeling. Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? You've got 2. I think you need 2 for this. Okay, right. So the owl, wisdom keeper, and the bat, rebirthing consciousness. Now, the owl was reversed. It's interesting because owls, for me, have a little bit of a tinge, because I am a big Twin Peaks fan, and Twin Peaks, owls are not really the best things in Twin Peaks, but we all know that owls are amazing animals, so I've kind of tried to disassociate that connotation with it. But I do hold that in respect to this being upside down. It's information that could lead you in a bad way, like it could lead you into a way that is not the right way. And it's interesting how I put it here. I didn't mean to put it there, but it was, I put it there, and it's above the Magician. And I'm just thinking of Twin Peaks now. Like, there's a quote that comes from the Twin Peaks universe. If I can remember it, I'll say it to you. Oh gosh, I can't remember what it is, but basically it involves talking about a magician, and it's about walking between the worlds and not being, there's a hidden agenda going on, a real hidden agenda going on. But what's really funny is that there is a real divine protection happening. And that's what I see with this lotus. And also we have this kind of like moon as well here on this bat. It's telling me that rebirthing consciousness. So this is a illumination of truth that is coming up to the surface. And that is what is happening with the Justice card. Also with the 7 of Pentacles, the clearing of the debris, the clearing of the soil, of the work that's been done before. Yeah. And this 10 of Swords signifies that this, I don't think that this plan, whatever these guys have got in, or these girls, whatever these people have got going on, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out, because they're just, I just feel so much toxicity here. And as we have the lunar eclipse, things are coming to the surface. It may also have been, I just got this, an unhappy situation where people have taken the sides of people where they've believed that they're right, but then actually when it comes to the crunch and they've realized actually they were wrong, and there may have been people speaking out against them saying, no, actually this is wrong, and others weren't listening to them. And now all of a sudden it comes to light, it comes to fruition. We can see what's going on. So this is really interesting, my friends, really, really interesting. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'd just grab a cup of tea, grab your popcorn, and sit back and watch the action, because it seems like these characters are all doing it for themselves. They're not really. And if this isn't and if this doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you, you know. I can't think. If this is you, if you're this person that's doing this, just watch your back, seriously. If this is you that's deciding to bypass others, or you know that you're not behaving in a good way, I'd just watch my back if I were you. But otherwise, if it isn't you, then, you know, I think, yeah, just sit back and watch the action and just watch it all unfold, like the drama that it is, because trust me, it's drama. Anyway, all perfect for the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, because that's all about drama. I hope you take some rest. Make sure that you drink lots and lots of water. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this reading, my friends. Please do like this video if you liked it, and hopefully I will upload it. Do subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you tomorrow in the next reading. Take care, my darlings. Bye.